Hey everyone, this is Joey from DowntownTrader.com, also known as @DowntownTrader on Stocktwits. And tonight we're going to be talking about Southwest Airlines for the Talk Your Book segment of Stocktwits TV. So let's dive right in here. One of the first things I'd like to mention, I guess, for those that are not familiar with me or the way I trade is I am purely a technical trader and I swing trade primarily in the 1 to 5 day time frame and maybe spans out to a week or 2 weeks. But typically, I'm looking for a very quick move, and I'm trading off daily charts. One of the things I've liked about the airlines recently is they've really held up very well compared to the rest of the markets, especially over the last week and a half. The markets have been very weak, and most of the airlines are basically trading sideways and have held above either prior bases or 50-day moving averages. Specifically, I have a position open in Southwest, and looking at Southwest, it was basically trading sideways from September through December, building a small base. And if you really look longer term, that small base was just a part of a larger overall base that's been forming for about a year and a half. So it cleared this base in December and ran up a good 2.5 points, and has been trading sideways since then. Now, I like to typically look for a stock that's trending and pulling back into an area of support so that I could try to get back in as it starts to resume the uptrend. I don't buy the pullback per se. I look for either narrow range candles to form at support or some sort of candle pattern to more precisely identify where my stop loss is, and then that helps me also quantify my risk versus reward. In this setup specifically, I believe I took an entry either at this candle here or this one here as it pulled into the 20, started moving higher. But Southwest reported earnings on January 21st, and I don't like to hold over earnings, especially with a time frame of only 1 or 5 day trade. At that point, you're gambling if you're trying to play the earnings. You know, you can maybe do an options play, but for the most part, I stay away from them. So I got out of the trade. The day after earnings, it actually gapped higher, which was bullish, but it came back to fill that gap fairly quickly. And intraday, it looked like it was going to turn higher, so I went ahead. I still thought the rest of the play looked valid, so I entered intraday with a stop below the hammer, and I got my stop below the hammer, and I'm looking for the stock to break out to new highs, and basically have a measured move of 2 or 3 points after this move. So the play is still intact. It's actually been wildly gyrating the last few days as the markets have been weak. It actually moved to new highs and almost came down to my stop loss today, ended up forming a hammer. I'm still long the position, and again looking for the stock to clear these prior highs and my stops below here, and we'll see what the market dictates. If anyone has questions on this trade or any other setups, feel free to send me a message. Again, it's @DowntownTrader on Twitter or Stocktwits, or you can reach me on the blog at DowntownTrader.com. Thank you.